Recently, Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Khamenei, took to X or Twitter to attack Israel during Nakba Day, a day which attempts to delegitimize Israel's right to exist by attempting to claim 750,000 Palestinians were driven out by Israel during the Jewish state's creation in 1948, when in truth, most of them left on their own accord after being told by neighboring Arab countries to get out of the way as they attempted to conquer the newly born Jewish state. Ayatollah Khamenei claimed the Zionist regime is illegitimate, claimed Israel is purposely killing civilians, justified terrorism and Palestinian violence. But in truth, it is the Islamic Republic of Iran and Ayatollah Khamenei, not Israel, who are the true violators of human rights, who imprison and mass murder Iranians in order to suppress dissent, openly restrict women's rights, support internal and external terrorism, and discriminate against religious and ethnic minorities in Iran. Here are 5 human rights violations the Islamic Republic of Iran and Ayatollah Khamenei must be held accountable for by the news media. Number 1. Violent suppression of protests. Ayatollah Khamenei has long cracked down on political dissent, restricting freedom of expression, with those who openly oppose him facing brutal consequences, including arbitrary arrests, torture, and extrajudicial killings. For example, following the death of Mahsa Amini in 2022, a woman who was arrested for improper clothing, protests broke out across Iran. 551 protests were ultimately killed by agents of the Islamic Republic, with the highest single-day death toll occurring on Friday, September the 30th, with 104 fatalities. Number 2. Repression of journalists. The Iranian government has continued to deepen its crackdown on press freedoms. Journalists reporting on sensitive issues, such as the death of Mahsa Amini, have faced arrests and harsh sentences, including execution. For example, in 2020, journalist Ruhollah Zam was executed in Iran for running a popular anti-government website, which the Islamic Republic accused for inciting protest in 2017-2018. Make no mistake, the constant intimidation and attacks on journalists by the Islamic Republic of Iran are clear examples of purposeful censorship and restricting the free flow of information to Iranians. Number 3. Discrimination against religious and ethnic minorities. The state of economic, social, and cultural rights among ethnic minority groups remains deeply troubling in Iran. Many face severe socioeconomic hardships stemming from forced business closures, discriminatory practices, denial of employment opportunities, limited access to education and essential services, and an overall lack of economic development. Religious minorities that lack formal recognition under national law, including Baha'is, Christian converts, Sufis, Yarsinis, and Sabian Medayans, are also subjected to discriminatory laws and treatment. Even constitutionally recognized religious minorities such as Christians, Jews, and Zoroastrians encounter significant restrictions on their rights, despite nominal legal protections. Number 4. Use of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps. The IRGC, or Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, is an Iranian government terror organization that is responsible for extending Iran's influence abroad. The IRGC directly funds and directs the Axis of Resistance, a network of terror organizations throughout the Middle East, including Hamas, Palestinian Islamic Jihad, the Houthis in Yemen, and Hezbollah in Lebanon, which are all responsible for destabilizing the Middle East. The IRGC has also been instrumental in suppressing internal dissent. For example, in 1988, under direction by Supreme Leader Khamenei, an estimated 30,000 political prisoners were massacred, all because they refused to abandon their political beliefs. Number 5. Suppression of women's rights. In Iran, women are second-class citizens. For over 4 decades, the Iranian regime has enforced strict dress codes and moral policing, leading to the arrest and punishment of women who defy these regulations. The Islamic Republic is involved in every aspect of a woman's life, including marriage, divorce, inheritance, child custody, travel, their lifestyle choices, clothing, and much more. Iran has also failed to protect women against gender-based violence, including partner violence and honor killings. For example, at age 9, girls are legally obligated to follow the mandatory dress code for women. However, the requirement to wear a veil is effectively enforced from age 7, coinciding with the beginning of first grade. The dress code mandates that women and girls cover their hair and bodies, leaving only their faces, hands, and feet exposed. Violation of these regulations can result in penalties such as flogging, monetary fines, or imprisonment. The Ayatollah, attempting to falsely criticize Israel, the only democracy in the Middle East where people can legally protest and criticize their state, where journalists don't have to fear for their lives when critiquing the government, where all religious and ethnic groups are protected equally under the law, and where women can reach the highest echelons of economic and social power, while Khamenei violently suppresses opposition and dissent, censors journalists, discriminates against ethnic and religious minorities, uses the IRGC to massacre his own people, and treat women as second-class citizens in their own country, is not only incredibly inaccurate, but fully hypocritical. The news media must shed a light on the Iranian regime's human rights violations every time Ayatollah Khamenei attempts to speak, and demand that our government not engage with a regime that has zero respect for human rights and dignity. Let's be clear, the Islamic Republic of Iran and Ayatollah Khamenei have no moral clarity, and their opinions must be fully disregarded.